Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of DDP TV. That's right, we're talking about Wrassliin Wednesdays, and that is today. It is Wednesday at some point, somewhere, sometime. If you're getting this right off the YouTube. Now, some of you keep saying to me, why don't you put a link to the videos that I'm about to talk about? Well, monkey, if you knew anything about YouTube, if you even put www, you can't print it. It won't post. It never. That's why I always put go to the DDP site, which, just so you know, is DiamondDallasPage.com. I know it's tough to remember. So the bottom line is, if you're having trouble getting there, just go to DiamondDallasPage.com. Now, I know a lot of you also want to know about. You want to know about the feuds. You want to know about, Goldberg. You want to hear what I have to say about the Goldberg feud that we had, or you want to know what I have to say about Nash or Sting or whatever. And I get that, but the reality is, this is one episode after another. I started in episode 1 talking about how I got my start in professional wrestling. Episode 2 was my demo tape that I made. And then I show the demo tape on therealddp.com, which again is on DiamondDallasPage.com, monkey. Yeah, so I know you want me to get to all that shit, and I will in due time. Right now, we just left the David Sullivan or Evad Sullivan feud, and that went pretty long because there was a lot of shit that we went down, but I only got to show that on Saturday mornings. Now I'm starting to move on to a little bit here on Saturday night here and there. So my first real elevation at any level in professional wrestling where I wasn't putting somebody else over was when they allowed me to win the World Television Champion. And I believe it was Arn Anderson who actually made that title worth something. I mean, he was a television champion a long time when the Four Horsemen were running strong, and Nate was the world champ. And can't remember. I don't know if Tully and Arn were the tag, so I'm not exactly sure. But I know that Arn Anderson gave that television title some credibility, and it was pretty cool actually, because that's your stepping stone. Once you get that, then you hope to someday get to the U.S. title in the WCW, and of course your ultimate goal was to get to the world title, which I did all three, by the way. And of course, the World Tag Team titles. And we'll get into all those feuds, and they're coming. But right now, I got to take you to, I don't remember what pay-per-view it was, but I know it was 1995. And the Renegade was I feel bad for him because, he didn't want to be the Ultimate Warrior ripoff. But that's what that was his break that he got. And the Sheets just buried that poor kid. I mean, eventually he ended up killing himself. So it was pretty serious. And he was a really good guy. And my boy Dylan, who does all the editing of all my videos, he actually did a really nice 4-minute job of that match where I win the title. And it's a big moment for Diamond Dallas Page because it shows that, you know what? I'm not just a job guy. And I can excite the crowd. So this was a pretty big deal for me. So you can check that out on The Real DDP. And like I said, if you just want to, leave once you've come to YouTube and you become part of my vignettes, you get all my stuff. But like I say, if you want to go to The Real DDP, you'll have it sent to you. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, let's just take a little look up here at the Wrestling War Room. I think we already covered this side over here last week. So let's take it right into this right here. For those of you who remember WOW, World of Wrestling, World's Outstanding Wrestler was between me and The Rock that year. And DDP was actually number 1. So Pro Wrestling Illustrated, I wrote it to be number 4, I believe. But to be rated number 1 with WOW, and it looked like that magazine was going to do really well, but then the wrestling started to crash a little bit after that and went bye-bye. So I have the only trophy there, and that's pretty cool to have. The only time they ever awarded one, I got it. And then there's some of the other Russmobile. I always got a really kick out of this. A Beanie Baby. That DDP had his own little Beanie Baby, and all these other different little hammerheads here, from the bobbleheads to the cars to the bikes. This will make a noise. Let's see if it does. Nope, the battery died. Now those two up there, that one with me and Sting, and you'll notice Sting's the only one up there besides Goldberg that were facing off with each other. That's not in the package. Those two those two characters actually talk to each other, which is pretty sweet. So having those, and we'll get to the rest of this next week. I want to let you know also what's happening as far as this weekend, the MMA Sports Extravaganza. It's in Atlantic City. It's going to be amazing. I just talked to Nash. Nash is going to be there on Sunday. I'm going to be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This whole week I've been hanging out with my boy Chuck Zito. And for those of you who don't know Chuck Zito, just Google him. He's a badass son of a bitch that's a great guy. He's got a big heart. And we're working on 2 different reality shows together. And one is called Road Dogs. And it's the first like celebrity biker gang. And that sort of like badasses gone good and helping different people. And we're working on that show right now. And the other one, I'll leave it open right now until we actually get a little bit more information on it. But it's more about, helping kids, like more like Scared Straight type thing. And Zito is, he's as bad as it gets, and he's as good as it gets as well. So if you want to know more about it, pay attention to Howard Stern, because you can always catch Chuck on Howard Stern. And as a matter of fact, not absolutely positive, but you might be able to catch DDP with Chucky Z on Howard Stern this Thursday. We're hoping that actually comes to reality. So this on Wednesday, check out Howard Stern and see. I'm sure I'll throw a blast up here again if it turns out to be a reality that's actually going to happen. I know Chuck was going to try and make that happen. And I'm also going to be on Busted Open on Sirius Radio. And I got a couple other stations too. I think I'll probably throw that up there. Maybe I'll throw it up a little bit earlier in an earlier video. Maybe I'll... This is actually, I'm filming this on Monday for Wednesday because I got a lot of shit I got to be doing. And that's really it. Go to the MMA Sports Extravaganza if you want to see all the stuff that they're doing there, because it's a lot. We got a lot of, besides Nash there, I know Kurt Angle's going to be there. Frankie Edgar, the world champ, my boy from the Jersey Shore, and Kurt Pellegrino, and a bunch of other MMA fighters. They're having a bodybuilding competition. They're having a strongman competition. I mean, they got everything going on down there, and they got a shitload of hot chicks, some Playboy bunnies, penthouse chicks. I mean, this is like a guy's, good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Okay, that's all I got for you now, monkeys. We'll catch you again next Wednesday, or if I decide to throw up a blog here and there. See ya!